Hi guys, it's me again, Groschi. As you can see, today we are looking at something not from the DC universe. Surprise! Yes, I also like different movies and franchises. I mean, yeah, my main collection is DC related and Batman related, but today is an example that I also like other stuff. Yeah, as you can see, it's a Judge Dredd figure or statue. It's from the 2012 movie with Karl and it's made from PCS, which was called Pop Culture Shock back in the days. Today it's called Premium Collectibles or something like this. They're now related to Sideshow. They are completely outsourced to Sideshow what the distribution concerns, and they're only doing their stuff for themselves. But back in the days they had their own web shop. It's I think it's about 5 or 6 years old now. It was mid 2010s, something 15, 16. I guess I bought it 16. Don't remember it really well. It is the regular edition, so it means it's the normal movie version. There was also, if I remember right, a special edition with a switchable arm where he has the gun holding up, where he holds the gun up. And also there was a variation with a different paint job where it looked more like the comic style. It was like a comic related paint job. Yeah, it's this one is limited to 500 copies or 500 pieces. I have a very low number. Mine is number 34. So I was. I mean, if you are a collector, you know, yeah. If the number is low, you are more happy. I mean, it doesn't really matters if the number is low or high, but yeah, if you are a collector, you know what I mean. So yeah, the 2012 Dredd movie, it's like, yeah, it wasn't a really big success in the cinema. I looked it up. It had a production value of $50 million, and worldwide on the box of it only made 42 million something. And then yeah, so it was like it was not that big success. But a little bit later in the home cinema department and in France, it really quickly became like a modern cult classic, I would say. For me, it is one because it's a really awesome action movie. I remember that it was compared to The Raid. It came out in the same period of time. It was like a little bit the same script, but as I remember right, and as I wrote it, the script for Dredd was finished when The Raid started filming. So most people said, yeah, Dredd copied The Raid, but it's not like that. But I mean, they are both really good movies, and I love them both. Great action flicks, both of them. But this one, yeah, from 2012, it became a cult classic then after the cinema, because it's a really well-made action movie. The camera work is really awesome. Back in the days, the 3D thing was a big thing. So the 3D, it was completely made in 3D, or in the cinema we saw it in 3D, and it was a really nice 3D. Also, if you have seen the film, I think you have. Hopefully, if not, you have to look it up. It was really great slow motion parts that because of the drug abuse that's shown in the movie, they got into those slow motion effects, and they really looked really nice in 3D. So it was it's a great movie. I really love it. That's because you saw in another video of mine, maybe him in the back. There's a little Dredd shrine with comic books, and I have the Dredd badge and different special collector steel books and Blu-rays and all the stuff. I really like this movie, and so I really like this statue. I mean, the only thing that you have to look, can you have a look for yourself later, is that the skin tone is a little bit dark. Karl Urban has not that dark skin, and it's not shown as dark in the movie. That's my only little negative point on the statue. Beside that, it's a really well-made statue. I mean, the paint job on the base is maybe a little bit flat, but it's like completely out of the cover or of the posters of the Dredd movie. So it's really accurate. That's the pose the whole movie was published or was advertised with. So it's completely fine like it is. Yeah, as I said, yeah, 500 pieces. What I do, I forgot it in the German version of the video I done a few minutes ago. So before I forget it, in this English version, I will measure him for you guys. It's a quarter scale, as usual, or as always, not as always, but as normally, classic quarter scale. From the bottom to the top, it's 22 inches, a little bit more than 22 inches. The depth is from the tip of the base to the back is the deepest part. It's about. Also, it was not the inches. I forgot. What was I in the inches? No, it was the inches. I'm right. I'm sorry. About 1 feet depth, and the width is about. Also, the base is the widest part. It's about 11 inches. So it's not such a big footprint. It's really nice. So you can fit it everywhere in your collection, I guess. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's completely deposed from the poster and from the advertisement from this movie. So it's just Judge Dredd standing on the top of a building with the gun in his hand. The paint job is really well made, in my opinion. It's just nearly completely dark. You have a little bit highlights, greenish highlights on his gloves and on his knees and on his paddings all over his body. Of course, the golden parts from his badge and from the armor parts and the head sculpt and the head, but and all of his body is nearly just a gray, black paint job. But the sculpting is really well made. So maybe just come over here and have a look for yourself. That you can see for yourself what I'm talking about. Yeah, as you see, it's just the like concrete base with a few bullet holes in the front with a little bit grayish paint job around it. It's a nice little detail. It don't matter really much to me because the main attraction is Dredd himself. Yeah, maybe as you can see, I don't know if you see it in the lighting. Yeah, these greenish parts on his knee pads and on his elbows and on his gloves, but maybe you can. I just see it because I'm looking against the light. Yeah, you see all these little details. Yeah, the leathery parts and the different parts of his armor. His utility belt is really nice made with all the different ammunition and with the flashbang and with his belt. Really cool. The Dredd badge on his armory and on his bulletproof vest is really nice. As you can see, it's all looked like a weathery touch also everywhere. So yeah, like in the movie, he's gone through a lot. He had some rough times behind him. So looks his suit. So I mean, he's not fresh made out of the laundry. So it's really authentic. Yeah, and of course, as you can see, Dredd. I think it's really nice head sculpt, half of a head sculpt. It's just nose below, and this scrimmage look of him, the angry face. That's what Karl Urban. I think some people I spoke to find it like kind of cheesy, but I really liked it. I mean, because Dredd is, he's judge and executioner and everybody. A judge, jury, and executioner. That's the pay in one person. So he in Mega City 1, where he lives and where he have to do his duty. That's a really serious place. Yeah. So you have to look like this because the world made him like what he is now. So it's really accurate in my opinion. Like in the comics, a more adult version of Dredd compared to the Stallone movie from the 90s, which I really also like because I'm a big Stallone fan. But this one was more comic accurate in my opinion. Yeah. As I said before, it's really just If you find them somewhere on the secondhand market, give it a try if it's not too expensive because it's really nice statue. Even if you, especially if you like the movie as much as I like it. So I think that's all for right now. I mean, I've told you. What I want to say about pop culture shock, maybe a little expedition to the time back from PCS. I already told on the German video. They've done a few action-related statues back in the days. They did a very cool-looking Conan 3rd scale and a cool Stallone 3rd scale, but it was of production problems. It took ages till they came out, and then the paint job was like of a little bit flat maybe, but I didn't bought them back in the days, but that was really nice 5-6 years ago when PCS did a lot of action statues, because that's really a lack on the market, I guess. I mean, there's not so much action, really nice or well-made action statues out there. I mean, most of the stuff is comic related, Marvel or DC related, but that would be nice, nice Stallone. They announced right now PCS is Rocky Stallone from the first Rocky movies, but there I find the head sculpt a little bit off, so I don't know. As I said, PCS always was a hit or flop with them and their production pieces, because yeah, the first announcements always looked really good, and then in the end they couldn't hold up as often as they wanted to their production pieces and their prototype pieces. There was a huge gap between. That's what most collectors like me was concerned about. But in the end, yeah, this one is really bright shining example of a really well-made PCS statue, in my opinion. So if you like the movie as much as I like it, give it a try if you find it somewhere, or if you have it, congratulations to you, because I love mine. Maybe if you have it also in your collection, let me know if you like it as much as I do. But yeah, of course, that's all for now, I guess. As you can see, now we have needed, this is, I don't know when you will have a look at this video. So in the biggest ones in the background, I already have videos up on my channel. So maybe if you want to see more details or more information about one of these things in the bags, just have a look at my channel. And yeah, then so that's all I have to say for now. So as always, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good time. See you next time, guys.